Hey, what's up everybody? It's Luke and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel and being here. Today, again, it's Friday. I haven't made a video for Friday night draft in a couple of weeks. I actually missed a draft, which I hate missing drafts. It sucks, but I was out that day. I had work at night, so that was just something I didn't want to do. But and then last week, I wasn't happy with the format at all. On Arena, I was losing a lot, and then when I went to draft last week, I went 0-2, and I was like, forget it. I just did not like my deck. It was a black and white deck, and it just had like no power in it. Wasn't fun to play, so I dropped out of that tournament, unfortunately. But this week, things turned around. I ended up in a green-based deck, and I went 2-1. I made it to the final round. I played a really excellent Magic player in the end, and I won a game, they won a game, and then they won the third game, and so I went 2-1 for the evening, which I'm totally happy with because it's a lot better feeling than going 0-2 and then hating your deck. So I want to share with you the deck that I drafted. I think it's a really pretty good deck, and actually my opponent, my final round opponent that I played, we were in the same base colors. We were in green and red, so we were Gruul decks. I splashed a couple more things than they did. I think theirs was just a solid two colors without any splashes. But I had a couple of really good cards I wanted to splash, and I think they were good splashes, and they made a difference in the games that I played. So let's check them out, and then at the end we'll open up some of the prize packs that I got after the tournament. So without further ado, let's turn the camera around, check out the deck. Alright, let's start with some of the interactive cards. We have Biosynthetic Burst. I actually really love this combat trick. I think it's a very strong trick. For 1 and a green, it's an instant. You get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that you control. It gains reach, trample, and indestructible. You can also untap that creature. So you can use it like if you're trying to block. That's really cool. They don't expect it. You can block with it if you must, but again, it can push through damage. It gives something trample, which is great in green. This is a really nice combat trick. I like it. I drafted 2 of them. One of them was foil. Bombard. I just watched a video from Nitzahone saying that this card wasn't that great, but it did fine in my deck. Instant speed, 4 damage to a target creature. Diplomatic Relations, another really nice removal spell, I think. Target creature gets +1/+0, gains vigilance, so they don't even tap. They deal, it's not even a fight either, they just deal the power to the opponent's creature, and then you can attack with it with +1 on their power and vigilance. That's really cool. Orbital Plunge, this is one of the better removal spells. It's a sorcery speed though. Deals 6 to target creature. However, if excess damage was dealt, you get to make a lander token. So getting that extra little value there is pretty cool. This is probably my favorite. Melstrider's Resolve, just for 1 green. It enchants a creature, and then once it comes in, they fight, or that creature fights. So it's a fight spell. Another creature from the opponent, and then but the thing is, this enchanted creature gets +0/+2, and then it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. So really cool, like little effects that it gives, and it also helps in the fight because it makes your guy a bit stronger. I ended up drafting 2 Melded Moxites. I think these were good because I was really needing card draw in green, and that can be hard to come by sometimes. But these were nice because I was able to pitch some, lands I didn't need and then draw 2. It felt really great. And on one turn, I actually got both of them out, and that was really nice to do. Gene Pollinator. I mentioned, I am splashing in this deck. This card is really great to help you splash or ramp into bigger threats. Ended up getting 2 of those. I thought that was nice. This guy's cool. Edged Rover, only 1 for a 2/2. That's a really great deal. However, it's also reach, but when it dies, each player gets a lander token. And I didn't find giving the opponent a lander to be that big of a deal, at least in the games I played. Terrapact Intimidator. This guy is just cool. For 2 mana, he's either going to be a 3/2. No, not a 3/2. Sorry, a 4/3, or a 2/1, and you get 2 lander tokens. So just as an interesting fact, my opponents always gave me the counters. They never gave me the landers. Of course, if they knew that a lot of times my hand was actually flooded with mana, maybe they would have given me the landers insteed. Kavaron Turbo Drone, I don't think this is super great, but I like the ability where you can tap it when something else comes in. That thing gets +1/+1 and haste. So, kind of cool. Gives something coming in like sort of an immediate threat. Galactic Wayfarer, a lot of people know this card already. 2 and a green. Comes in, it's a 3/3, makes a lander token. Thawbringer, this is cool too. Enters or dies, you get a surveil once, a 4/2. Drix Fatemaker, I like this guy as well. Warps in for 1 and a green. You get to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. And when you play it normally, you get a +1/+1 counter. And then those things with +1/+1 counters, they have trample. This is a card I actually really wanted to play. Didn't get a chance to play it. Never had it. It's Ward 2 star creature. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. Molecular Modifier. I feel like this guy is underrated. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. That +1 and first strike is sort of game changing. I feel like a lot of early threats can't deal with this. Later maybe they have bigger things, but then you have bigger things, and if they have +1 and first strike, it's really hard to combat. So, really love this card. Vault Guard Trooper. This is the first time I've played with Vault Guard Trooper. 4 and a red for a 5/5. And I did do the thing when I controlled 2 or more tapped creatures, I discarded my hand, which only had 1 card, and I drew 2 cards. That was really a cool thing to do. Plus the 5/5 is really strong. Nebula Dragon, sort of has a 4/4 flyer stapled to a lightning bolt. Sometimes when I play this card, I get scared. I can't get up to the 6 and a red mana that it took, but for the most part, I was able to cast this card. Not too hard. Celestial Colonnade. This is a bomb level, I guess, or close to that land, and it turns into a flying white and blue creature. However, I've never activated it in the games I played, but it was great to know that it was there. I also splashed in a Lumen class frigate. This was cool because when you just station it for 2, all your creatures get +1/+1, and that is annoying to the opponents. Really cool. And then Genemorph Imago. This guy is really awesome. It's only a Simic to play, but whenever you have landfall, something else turns into a 3/3, unless you have 6 lands, and then they come in as a 6/6. That's sweet. So in my final game, I was able to play this, but he killed it immediately before it could do its thing, unfortunately. And that's the deck. Went 2 and 1. Very proud of the deck and the showing that it did. All right, let's go ahead and check out a couple of the prize packs that I got. They were giving out there were pack per win, so I got 2, and then a promo pack as well for Troubles. We'll skip right over the commons and uncommons, of course. I'm not going to worry too. This is a great card. I wish I got this card. Is the card that beat me in the draft, unfortunately. Biomech Engineer. That's good too. Override. That's a fun card. Memorial Vault. Not the best rare, really. And a lander token. Okay, let's go to the next pack and see if we get anything out of this one. So we've got a Shattered Wings. We've got a Grav Kill. That's cool. And we got a Seam Rep download, and we got a Infinite Guideline Station. Okay, Plasma Bolt Island. All right, hopefully we get better luck in our Edge of Eternity's foil promo pack. Okay, Consult the Star Charts. This is a really nice draw spell for just 1 and a blue. We got the Umbral Caller Zealot. This guy's amazing. I love this guy, actually. Probably my favorite thing that we've pulled so far. And then Draco Genesis. All right. You can play dragon spells without paying their mana cost, but it's an 8. It costs 8 mana to do so. Too much. Mythic Rare, though. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck on your games, and I'll see you next time.